Hey everybody, I'm Tim Ward and welcome to Garden Sense Radio. We've had dozens and dozens of emails the last couple of days from customers asking questions about plants, their lawns. We've selected 4 for this episode, so why don't we jump right in? The first question is from Sean. Hey Tim, I applied Weed Beater plus crabgrass and broadleaf weed killer today. How long before I can overseed? Hey Sean, thanks for your email. Unfortunately, I think you need to stop thinking about overseeding. And the reason I say that is this particular product requires you to wait 4 weeks before you overseed. And when looking at the calendar, that's going to put you in the middle of October. The temps are already starting to drop, especially in the evening. And so frankly, I don't think it's in your best interest to try and overseed right now. Instead, look at your lawn, make your plan for next fall. Make sure you have all the materials you need. If there's some spot seeding that you need to do, I would maybe look at doing that in the springtime. But again, in terms of overseeding, I would absolutely not do it right now. And instead, I would look ahead to fall of 2023. The next question is from Harach. Hey Tim, is it too late for me to apply Weed Beater Ultra, wait 2 weeks, dethatch, aerate, and then plant grass seed? Thanks for your email, and the answer is yes. That's a lot to get done over the course of the next 2 weeks. I'll be really honest with you. The temperatures are just getting too cold and this grass seed isn't gonna survive. I really don't wanna watch you go through all of that effort and then not have that nice looking lawn with that new grass seed coming up in the springtime. So if it were me, I would absolutely wait. I think you're gonna end up wasting a lot of your effort if you try and squeeze this in the next couple of weeks. The next question is from Brian. Hey Tim, does 24-hour light affect, maybe harm, my grass growth? We have security lighting on our field mainly because after 3 years, I have been unable to find a way to turn them off. I'm wondering if this 24-hour light is harming my grass. Thanks for the question, Brian. And the answer to this is definitely maybe. The reason we included this question is, frankly, we don't know. We don't have enough information. All types of lights give off some level of UV light. Your grow lights, your LED lights tend to give off a lot of UV light, and your office lights, the incandescent light bulbs you may still have inside your home, give off very safe but low levels of UV light. Any type of lighting can disrupt the growth pattern of plants. This is why when the sun starts to get low in the sky in the fall, trees know there's not as much sunlight. They start to pull in the nutrients from their branches to really protect the core of the tree. This is why the leaves die. This is why ultimately they fall off. Grass knows based on really the light that it's receiving when it should start to go dormant. What might happen is the light is actually disrupting that pattern to the point where your lawn may not have adequate time because it doesn't realize that it's getting colder, the light is less, and it should be preparing itself to go dormant because winter is coming. So to be quite honest with you, it could be. These lights could actually be affecting your lawn. I don't think it's a huge deal, but there is evidence with trees and other plants. Studies have been done that show that 24-hour lights over a long period of time will absolutely disrupt the growth cycle of plants. So if it were me, if you can't figure out how to turn it off, I would grab a ladder, I'd march right up to the top, and I'd unscrew the bulb. Thanks for the question. The last question is from Patricia. Hey Tim, how can I get rid of this weed? Patricia, thanks for sending in a picture. Makes it really, really easy for us to identify. This is a ground ivy called Creeping Charlie. It's incredibly common. Usually when you're gonna find it is you're gonna have some type of wooded area around you. It loves getting into those areas, and then it will just slowly work its way and start invading your lawn. That's exactly what has happened to me. My entire home is surrounded by woods, and I'm constantly battling this type of weed. But the product I use, because it works really well and effectively in terms of killing it, is Weed Beater Ultra. Now, it is a pretty resilient weed, so when you kill it, or when you spray it rather, you want to make sure that you're covering it really, really well, especially the foliage part, those ground leaves. what's going to happen is around days 3 and 5, you're going to see that yellowing occur, a little bit of browning. By day 10, it should really be visible in terms of the dying off. For me, when I sprayed, we were also accompanied by some hot days. It was actually turning black by day 10 because it was just completely wilted and dying off. So head over to rosensonline.com, pick up a bottle of Weed Beater Ultra. You'll be glad you did. Just a couple of final thoughts, guys. Remember that if you've recently overseeded, make sure that you are continuing to water your lawn every day for the first 2 or 3 weeks. It's really critical that that seed and the ground stays nice and wet. So again, make sure that you're staying on top of that watering unless it rains, of course. Another quick reminder, we still have that fall feeding frenzy going on. This stuff is still flying off the shelves. So again, if you need fertilizer, you haven't done it yet for your grass, again, we've kind of past the time when you would be overseeding, but if you still just want to fertilize your lawn, now's the time. And remember, there's that 4th feeding that we always recommend between Halloween and Thanksgiving. This is a great time to stock up for that. Guys, we really appreciate the time that you've taken in watching this video. Hope you guys have a great week.